Hi, I'm Anastasia Hite and I go to St. Mary's College. This summer, I've been working on a computational social science project here at the University of Notre Dame. I've been working with Dr. David Haken, a sociology professor who specializes in networks. Using his net sense and net health studies, I built my project around self-esteem, race, and homophily, or similarity between people. Previous literature suggests that students of color on a majority white campus have an increased awareness of their own race and also feel a need to develop their own racial identity. This development of an identity is referred to as the cultural and racial identity development model. While there are many different types of this model, the majority of them contain the same three stages. The first stage is the pre-encounter and encounter stage. In this stage, students of color realize that they are different from those around them, and also that there are implications of being different. The second stage is the immersion and the immersion stage, in which the student surrounds themselves with majority same-race people. The last stage is the internalization stage, in which the students of color understand that they are different and become more comfortable in their own identity. In this stage, comfortability with themselves fluctuates. In terms of networks, there is a lack of information about most students of color. However, blacks often have larger networks than other people, and they often have more same-race people around them, which is very important for building support systems. In both regression coefficients and mean scores, women and people of color had lower self-esteem than the white and male control groups. The self-esteem scores of blacks and Asians were found to be statistically significant. The self-esteem of both students of color and women reflected the wave-like fluctuations discussed in the cultural and racial identity development models, as you can see in this graphic. These scatter plots for waves 2, 3, and 4 of the survey data show that the more racially homophilous a network is, the higher the self-esteem is, which reflects the need for racially similar support groups as discussed in the literature. In terms of gender, in wave 2, gender homophily is shown to increase self-esteem. In wave 3, however, the opposite is shown. More similar gender relationships decrease self-esteem, which could point to the importance of heterosexual relationships as people develop in a heteronormative world. In conclusion, self-esteem is impacted by more than just one factor, like race. Social network size and composition also have an impact. As social network size and composition fluctuate, so do self-esteem rates. Norms also play a role in self-esteem levels, as we saw with heteronormativity in the gender graphics. Future research needs to look better at how changes in social networks interact with personal traits to impact self-esteem. And lastly, a more representative and larger sample of students of color is needed to truly show the interactions between race, gender, self-esteem, and social networks.